Hey Saber fans, Tony here from Run Sabers, and today I've got another install review for you. This is a Shadow Blade V2 from the pack store. This is the dark sword used by various members, Previsla, Maul, Sabine, and previously Moff Gideon. And so this is, I got this on a Black Friday sale. It was originally $120, but it was like, 20 or 40% off, so it ended up being $89. Ended up buying it because I was like, why not? I can experiment with it. Never built a dark sword before, and I was kind of in a mood. So it finally arrived, and the day of, I actually bought it and installed it. It has a fully removable chassis, so it basically has four sections. The top piece, the piece connecting them, this ridge piece here, this like guard piece, and then this bottom piece here, I guess 5 pieces, and the pommel, because the pommel comes off. Now, the chassis originally I got from a guy on Reddit, and he had designed a fully removable chassis, and I thought, hey, it'd be kind of cool. He designed it to have a removable battery as well. I kind of redesigned it. He didn't have a very good switch solution on here for the flint hole buttons, which is the ones I got, and so I kind of modified it so it has one button, recharge port, and stuff like that, and of course it's still fully removable. This is having Profi 5.7. This has 22 axis buttons. This has about 8 fonts on it, if not like 6. It doesn't have too many fonts on here. I didn't want to put tons of fonts on here because I wasn't sure if this was going to be a friend of mine's who purchases it or if I'm going to put it up for sale. At the moment right now, it looks like the Saber is going to be up for sale, so I'm making sure if somebody buys it, they've got the full specs. So as you see, fully removable. You've got everything you need to right here. As you can see, you got the 28mm speaker, the 18650 lithium battery, the 2.1mm recharge port, and your Profi board. Now, the sketchiest part of this was trying to modify it so the button was fully removable with the chassis, and so to have that, the button is now recessed inside the chassis, so it floats right over this system. And so, my only gripe about this hilt is that even with the screws and this stuff all put together, it's still a bit wobbly. So, I'm not quite sure if that's just the design or if that's anything that I did, but it's very wobbly. So I put electrical tape on the bottom so this piece here doesn't wiggle back and forth when using the blade and such. And so, this chassis was printed in 3 pieces. You have the Neopixel connector piece that connects to the button piece, and then you have the battery holder. And so it's glued in with E6000, and so it's very sturdy. It's not going to break or go anywhere. So yeah, it's very nice. A very sturdy saber despite having a bit wiggle. I've got to be careful and warn you guys that even when putting this thing on with the screws and stuff, that the screws threading seems to be very, very, I guess, delicate. I almost cross-threaded one of these screws, and so it's very delicate. So make sure that when you put this bottom piece on, that it's flush with the bottom of it, and then put the screws in. Of course, 4 screws later, you'll get the full thing in depth. Now, the original V1 of this version is like a rectangle, and so I was very excited. Hexic Sabers actually introduced this saber to me back when it first came out, and so I was very lucky to check the pack store, realize that they're having a sale, and go forward with it. So without further ado, let's show off the blade.
I am Previsla. We are the Death Watch, descendants of the true warrior faith all Mandalorians once knew.
So this is Kyberphonics Dark V1. This is configured for Previsla.
So be it.
Yeah, a lot of good stuff. Next font.
I claim this sword, and my rightful place as leader of Death Watch.
So this is also Kyberphonics V1, but configured for Darth Maul.
You're all traitors. Unfortunately for you, history will not see it that way. Execute them.
The track for this is the scene where they take the gangsters when they're on Mal Hutta and the Clone Wars. It's a good song. Good stuff. Next font.
Maybe I should practice more first.
Take it. It's yours. Ignite the blade.
So this is Sabine when she has the Darksaber and training with Kanan. This is the version 2 of it, so this is the updated version of it.
Energy constantly flows through the crystal.
That might be the Mandalorian way, but it's not my way. Not anymore.
Next one.
Moff Gideon.
So this is Moff Gideon, the same V2, but Moff Gideon configuration.
I would prefer to avoid any further violence and encourage a moment of consideration. Just as you betrayed our business arrangement, I would gladly break any promise and watch you die in my hand.
Of course, it has the Mandalorian theme on it. But yeah. Alright, now continuing forward.
You may close your ears to the whispers of fate, my prince, but they cannot be silenced.
So this one kind of reminded me of a Dark Sword, that's why I put it on here. This is Knighthood by Fonts by Fours. It was originally free, and so I downloaded it, of course. I didn't really have a purpose for it until now, and I thought it kind of fit the Dark Sword, so. So I went with the white blade to kind of fit the Dark Sword-esque. So yeah. Pretty basic font. But yeah, a lot of fun though. Alright, next font.
Caravan is ours again.
This is Unstable V1. I decided to put mainly unstable blades on this because it kind of fit the Dark Sword, and the red fits very well with the gunmetal look to it. Now this does have projector features. This is running 5.7, so you have swing on and thrust on. Turn this off. Gotta stab pretty hard. Yeah, there you go. But yeah. Yeah, and then the Kylo theme is for the track. Next font.
Finally, we have returned.
Has multiple boots on both of them. I think I have 3 boots, but they copy from each one. This one has a lens flare on it. Or a base flare. Alright, next font. Of course, another unstable. This is Spitfire by Mad Cow. And last but not least, you got your battery monitor and the rainbow blade. So yeah, that concludes the fonts. So that concludes the Dark Sword install. It was a very simple install. It was very fun. This is going to go up on my Etsy, as well as I have a few 3D printed parts that are going to go up there. So if you're interested in Mando armor that's 3D printed, or even Clone Wars blasters or Clone Wars armor, it'll be going up. So be aware of that and check it out. So with this next step for this, I'm going to be building an acrylic blade for it, like the flat actual Dark Sword. Now that's going to take a bit of work, and so I'm probably going to do a full review on that blade as well. It's going to be mainly for display because acrylic is not very durable, and so it's going to be easy to break. So it's going to be a display blade for this Dark Sword. So be looking out for that video. Without further ado, have a wonderful day, and may the Force be with you.